will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. To break the huddle. 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Try again. It's second and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And 8. An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. They'll run here with McCaffrey. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Purdy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll be third down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. High throw, but it's reeled in. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Fourth down, it's Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Open man is beaten. He's got him. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have...
Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. In motion comes Andrews. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And a short pickup past the 25. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Pistol formation with Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. You keep it in the air and try to get the first down here, or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass.
To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll go play action with Purdy. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have great field position right around midfield.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. That'll bring this to about the 25. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Second down, Jackson. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, 49ers.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is their fullback. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Give them 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Goal to take the lead. Kicker is back out there to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
180.
Throwing Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They'll come up now for second down.
180.
In motion comes Andrews. They'll drop to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They only needed one, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Open man is Tylan Wallace. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Big-time throw there, sets them up really nicely. They find themselves well in field goal range for a potential game-winning field goal try. Under a minute, all they got to do is just keep working the clock, get as close as they can, send that kicker out there and see if he can make that kick.
And he'll take this down to about the 15. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Second down, 8 for the first down. Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Now, 1st and goal.
No, we changed it. Right up. What ain't it?
Henry tries to pull his way in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the 2-point conversion. Now Jackson. That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
49ers 9. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st down. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So it's a win here for the Ravens.